What is up, guys, with a full garden update. Yes, I know a lot of you guys have been looking forward to this, and I know I make them really long, so I'm for the millionth time I'm actually going to try to make it shorter this time, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, sit here and enjoy, get a snack, and enjoy the video. So let's get started. Here we got, as you know, before I even start saying and explaining, all these pots were put either in here or I brought them inside the house with some LED lights, and they survived. All of them survived the cold, the couple cold days. Like, on the other hand, some plants did not do as well, and we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a bit. So, what's it called? Okay, so here we got the first pot. We got an aloe vera, as you can tell, and this thing is done really nicely. It's really nice green. It has it's like a pop and everything to the side. And we also have this plant right here. I have no idea what it's called, but it's done also really nice, which is really cool. And some weeds there are probably gonna have to take out at one point. But yeah, overall this pot is done really nicely and it's fully healthy, so that's nice to see. The onion and garlic plant, or one of those, I think it's like onion plant. I think it's an onion plant. But the onion plant has done really nice, really healthy, really green. Unfortunately, though, one of these did get cut off. I don't know how that happened, but it kind of just fell. So you can see one fell right there, and then like a couple more fell right there. So they've been kind of snapping off a bit, but like other than that, it's still really good shape and stuff. So very green still, not turning brown or anything. So it's really nice to see that. It's doing nice. So here we got the Mexican fan palm, also known as the Washingtonia robusta, and this thing would have probably been frosted and dead, but we covered it with a trash bag for the winter. We left it outside since it was too big to bring in, and we covered it with a trash bag for the winter. So this thing is doing really nice. As you guys know already, this palm I bought for like $10, which was a steal. So yeah, really nice. 2 palms in one, actually. So yeah, really nice, and it's doing really nice. Pushing out this new, it's been pushing out this new frond, and the other one has been pushing out its new frond as well. But yeah, it was really nice. It's really nice, and it's still doing nice. So maybe a little cold damage, like turning a little yellow from the cold, but other than that, we're pretty spotless. So and it's doing really nice. So, and right here we got another Washingtonia robusta, which is the same species as that one, but just a lot smaller. This one is actually from seed, and this guy, I brought him inside, and he's doing really nice. This is the one that I recovered from the drought, because last summer we had a massive drought, which killed lots of trees. A lot of trees, actually. One of the big trees that highly got affected by this drought was the southern Magnolia, which we'll get to that a bit. As you can tell, the top is like dying off, and it eventually might lead to the whole thing dying off. We'll see in a matter of time. But this is Washingtonia robusta, and it's doing really nice. Same as the other one, basically. Maybe a little. This one actually seems to be doing better since we brought it inside, though. Here we got some dead plant. I think it was called the money tree, but it kind of just died out inside. It's meant to be inside, but it kind of just died out, so we left it outside. And it hasn't came back ever since. Here we got another onion and garlic plant, and it's doing really nice. Kind of looks like a corn almost, but really interesting look and really nice. Here we got a sable minor or a sable palm, either one of those, and either way, it's looking really nice. Sorry guys, just had to get rid of a couple weeds there. Looks really, really, really nice. We brought this one inside as well. Actually, no, we put this one in here. But yeah, a lot of these we put in there, which kept them like safe. Surprising. I didn't fully know on to relying on this thing, so I just tested out with some plants, and it actually works. So I'm gonna probably rely on it a lot more now. Anyways, here we got okay. I need some people in the comments that you guys that comment. Please comment about this plant right here, because the apple tree, I'm not sure if it's dying or not, because I never had one before, so I don't know, and I haven't really seen one before. So this is the plant I'm only not really sure about. It's starting to drop its leaves, but I don't know if it's because it's dying or if it's just losing its leaves because of the winter. Like, because are they evergreen, or are apple trees evergreen or not? Because normally, I don't know. I don't think they're evergreen, but I just want to make sure so it's not dead. I don't think it's dead, but I'm pretty sure they're meant for the winter, so that'll be really weird if it just died out. So, and not only that, we kind of kept this one contained in there as well. So there's no reason it should be dying, but I'm pretty sure it's just dropping its leaves because it's winter. But really late for that though. It's been having its leaves for a while now. So here we got a sunflower that's somehow growing there. I don't know how, but it just is, and it's doing pretty good as well. Here we got nothing, basically. It's weeds and dirt. We're not going to even talk about that. But yeah, as you guys don't know already, we had a huge sunflower garden, and there's still sunflower seeds to this day scattered around. And that's why new and new sunflowers just continue to grow everywhere, because it just kind of, we had a huge sunflower garden back where the Muzabajus were, like a couple years ago, and it was crazy. So much seeds everywhere. It was insane. Here we got an avocado plant, also looking really nice. So you can tell the trunk is green, beautiful, pushing out lots of new growth and leaves. We got a, what was that? What is that called? The Mexican marigold under there as well, which is also looking nice. Same with the Mexican marigolds. We have a lot of those seeds because we have a farm right there as well, or like a bunch of plantation there, and seeds got everywhere from those two plants. So they kind of just grow like almost like weeds, I guess you could say. But I don't mind. I never take them out either way. They don't really annoy me. They add a really cool look to the garden. Here we got a date palm, which I should probably move because it doesn't get enough sunlight here. And as you can tell, it looks really nice, pushing out a new frond, everything. The fronds are huge. This one I actually brought inside to make sure it would survive. And it looks really, really, really nice. It looks really nice and amazing, so that's good. Here we got, and yeah, it's just flawless, like no cold damage, nothing, so it's doing all right. Here we got the, what's it called? The creep myrtle. That one came for that beast tree over there, which unfortunately got cut down a bit. You can tell the stump is right there. It got cut down because they're meant to be cut down for the winter, so and then they can start pushing out new growth during the spring. But yeah, I don't know how I got my hands on a sapling of a creep myrtle, but I'm actually very happy about that. I'm pretty sure it's a seed from one of those trees that just flew over here. And it started growing next to the Chinese tallow, which is very interesting. The Chinese tallow, as you guys know, is a self-seeded plant. I did not plant that there. It just came from the forest. I assume it came from that mother plant over there. But yeah, really cool. Here we got the 3 lollipop pines. I used to have one with the apple plant, and I planted it right there, or apple tree, sorry. I planted it right there, and then I got 2 from the front of my house, and I planted them right there, all 3 in one pot. So they're doing really nice. I left those outside, and they perfectly survived the winter because they're pine trees. Of course, they're gonna survive. Well, especially the pine trees around here. And yeah, it did just fine. Oh, sorry for blocking. We got a pot with absolutely nothing, just like some dead plants there. A dead avocado tree. It's been dead for a while now. Kind of an empty pot. I might start planting some stuff there soon. And yeah, they look really nice. We got multiple palm trees here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure what species they are at all. I'm not really sure, so you guys can comment down below. It's really hard to tell from what they are when they're little, though. So that's the thing that it's hard for me. I normally would be able to tell, but since they're small, it's really hard to tell. This one, by the colors of the leaves, it seems to be like a sable minor or sable, kind of just like that other one over there that I talked about earlier. And yeah, and as you guys know, I mentioned these 2 other pine trees. These I still put in here, even though they're probably, if not used to the cold. I decided to put them here because in there because they're not from here. These are from Fredericksburg. So these, I'm not sure if they're used to the cold. I'm pretty sure they are, but I didn't want to take any chances, so I just decided to put them in there, and they're just fine, as you can tell. Took them back out. This one is beautiful, as you can tell. This one is too, but I love this one. This one's really cool. I'm glad I bought it. It was like a HEB at Fredericksburg, which is really cool. And they're doing just fine. Here we got another Mexican fan palm, which looks really beautiful, really nice, filled with green. The biggest sapling I have, or the biggest seed I have, the seed planted one I have, and it's huge for a seed planted. It took like 1.5 years to get to this point, and from now it just grows faster and faster at that point. Normally, where it takes to grow is just like when it's from small when it's small, it takes a while to grow, but when it gets to the size, it starts growing really fast. Of course, not now since it's winter, but eventually when spring, summer comes. And yeah, this is the area for the pots so we brought. And as you can tell, majority of them are doing really well. And that's beautiful to see. Now we're gonna start getting into the in-ground plants. And as you can tell, a lot of changes have been made since the last video I posted. So as you can tell, the Musa bushes are not doing too good. They're all browned out. Some of them are even collapsing, which is normal, I guess, because like the cold, it comes in, it just kind of beats them all up, and then it's just what it is. But all of these will come back. I'm not too worried about them. They come back every year, so I'm not too worried about them. What I'm going to try not to do this year, though, is chop off the trunk to the bottom, because I don't want to do that, because that just delays and stuns the growth. Like, we did that last year. Like, they chopped them all the way to the bottom, and they started to grow, but they'll only get to the size at the end of the year. If we leave the trunk here, then they'll definitely get to double the size by the end of the year. That's what we did last year. Or not last year, the year before last year. But last year, we chopped them to the ground, which that did not help to contribute to their growth. So, yeah, all of these are fine. The tops might have to be cut back a bit, but the bases are still really intact and stuff. So these guys are pretty good fighters for the winter. They will always normally come back. So of course the mother plant didn't, though. The mother plant died out because it gave its bananas already. So, but yeah, the Musa bushes aren't looking too good, but I'm sure they'll be looking good, better than ever in some time. Here we got a dog fennel weed. I kind of just extracted it from over there, and then we used it to burn a campfire, and it works as a really good source of like fuel for the fire. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, and then we just kind of just left the thing here, the rest of it, because only the leaves burned, or like the little like foliage burned, not the actual stick. But yeah, here we got the Chinese tallow. As you can tell, looks very weird, but yes, we cut all of it off, just to like leave the main stump here, the main trunk, or not stump, trunk. And yeah, it's doing just fine. I'm pretty sure it's still alive. It just dropped off leaves and stuff. So the mold is getting to the parts where we cut, though, which is pretty bad. But I mean, wish the actual tissue should still be fine inside the tree. And then let's go to the palm garden actually now. Sorry guys if it feels like I'm just kind of struggling to talk because I have a lot of phlegm right now. But yeah, this is a palm garden. I'm not going to go that on detail, but because it's a full, if you guys want to see a more detailed explanation, just go to the palm garden video. But yeah, as you can tell, all of them are looking really nice. The Sable Minor looking really nice, undamaged at all. Really nice. The windmill palm is also looking really nice. No damage done at all to this thing from the cold. None of these are basically damaged from the cold except for this one, which I'll get into in a second. Here we got the Mediterranean fan palm, and it looks really nice, not damaged, pushing out new growth. All of these are actually pushing out new growth. New spear, or no, sorry, new frond, new spear, a lot of new fronds on that one. All of these are looking insane. This one though, the Cycas revolta Sago palm is not looking too good, but I mean it's expected because a lot of people did say it's going to brown out during the winter, and yes, it did. The only weird thing about it is because I had it planted there last year with the queen palm that died, and it didn't brown out at all, but this year it browned out, so that's really weird. Probably, I don't know if it's because of the position or it doesn't get as much sun or something. I don't know. I have no idea. That's really weird. Maybe the positioning or just, I have no idea. I really don't know why. That's really weird. But this year it browned out, which is not, it's just, I guess it's normal since they normally brown out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it should come back this spring or summer, and it's still kind of alive. You see, I mean, it has still some, it still has some greenish a bit, so I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Here we got another dwarf palmetto, also the same one as that one. Is also doing good, no cold damage, pushing out a new spear and frond. And the other windmill palm is also doing really nice, pushing out a lot bushier than this one, but looks really nice, pushing out new fronds and another spear here, as you can tell. Really nice. And here we got the mother plant of them all, the sable palm, looking really beautiful as always, not affected by the cold damage, and looks really nice. Let me see if I can get a back angle for you guys, which I actually didn't do this for the palm garden update, which is kind of sad, but I mean, Here's the back angle of it. As you can tell, very sturdy, very green. A little bit leaned towards the side, but I mean, it is what it is. The trunk will eventually get used to it and stuff, and then maybe like curve up a bit, but I don't know. It still looks beautiful to me. So very nice palm tree. As you can tell, the palm garden in general is doing very good, so I'm very happy about that. And the palms and the pots too are doing really well. So here we got the lemon plant, and yes, the cold did take a beating on this one. As you can tell, lost a lot of leaves. The main stems are still green and stuff, so that's beautiful to see. But yes, the leaves did fall and everything, so that's not that good. But I mean, it will definitely come back during summer or spring. This one was one of the latest ones to come, though. This one took forever to come back. It came back like by the end of summer. Like, it took forever to come back. So hopefully this year it'll come back a little faster than that. But either way, it's still a really nice plant. I mean, it comes back, so that's good. Now we're going to get to the bigger in-ground trees. Here we got the southern liver oak. Of course, this thing is not affected. The biggest tree we have in our garden, or backyard, you could say. Really nice. Came with the house, huge tree. Really nice, as you guys can tell. Here we got the southern magnolia, and this thing, as you can tell, this is the one that I said that got affected from the drought the most. This thing lost a lot of foliage, and as you know, these guys are evergreen, so they should not be losing leaves. Or they can lose leaves, but they replace them with new ones. At that, they should not lose all their leaves because they're evergreen. They're supposed to stay green. But the top part has been really wilting and dying off. Some of the top doesn't even have leaves anymore. So that's a really bad sign. And some of them are still continuing to wilt, as you can tell, turn brown and stuff. So eventually the whole tree might die. And if that is the case, more than likely we're gonna have to chop this thing down. And it's such a shame because we've had this thing for like 8 years now. So it's, oh my gosh, I just realized how much growth has been lost on this thing. Almost like half of the tree is just dead, like no leaves at all. That's sad. Oh my gosh, I did not even notice it. When you come back here, you can tell everything. Here we got some bushes, of course, the rose bushes. Nothing too cool. I mean, the bushes are bushes, but yeah. Here we got some extra logs for the campfire if we ever needed it, and that tree that I cut down a couple days ago. But yeah, oh my gosh, that's another good angle right there. You could tell that like half of the tree just lost its foliage, which is again very sad. Because it's not supposed to be like that, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Here we got some more rose bushes. Oh my gosh, I'm taking so long. I'm so sorry about that. I hope it's okay for you guys. I really apologize. Here we got a windmill palm. New frond here, new spear, and everything getting pushed out. This one's looking really healthy. A lot of ants like to build up on this one. I don't know why, but the ants kind of died off at that point, so I think it's doing really, really good. Yeah, it's like a lot of. Yeah, the ants seem to be dead, so I don't think they're actually there. Sorry for kicking it. I was just trying to see if there's ants, because ants bury up in there for some reason. Here we got an orange plant. This one is a lot cold hardier than the lemon one, as you can tell, because the lemon one drops off its leaves and the orange plant does not. So if you guys want a plant that produces fruit that's a lot cold hardier, you guys should go for the orange plant. I believe this is the orange plant. And it looks really nice. Big trunk, lots of stems and everything. Really prickly as well, so be careful when you touch it. It's prickly just like the lemon plant as well. And the final section of the garden tour, full garden tour, as you can tell, looks like crap, but you know, it makes sense. Here we got I should have protected this one. I really should have. Next year I'll definitely will, because I really could have used a trash bag for this one, which is kind of sad, because I should have used a trash bag. I mean, but this one should be fine, because it came back last year, so I think this one should be fine. The sea grape is, as you can tell, looks like crap right now, but it will definitely, more than likely, come back next year, and I'm definitely going to try to use a trash bag to protect it next year. Since it worked with the Washingtonia, I think it'll probably work with this one. I'm not sure, or at least a little bit less cold damage than it is right now. It's all red right now. This thing I don't really care about. If anything, I'm probably going to get rid of it and remove it and replace it with another plant. This area got heavily affected by the drought, as you can tell. Here we got another bush that didn't really care about the drought, but as you can tell, there was one rose bush right here, and two rose bushes here, and they both got wiped out by the drought. And this weed is still somehow alive. As you can tell, it looks like it's wilting. It looks really bad because of the winter, but I'm probably going to cut it down and get rid of it. Potentially replace it with another plant that is better. But yeah, this area looks really bad. We're definitely going to have to renovate this and make it look better over probably this year goal. But overall, this garden looks pretty good. Just a couple plants that have been damaged from the winter. And I really appreciate you guys for tuning in my videos and staying here listening to all these long videos that I make. I really apologize for making them that long, but thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next garden tour, which might be a while. So yeah, see you guys then.